Hey everybody, support the man, the legend, the anomaly, Dwayne Robinson back at it again with another YouTube video. Listen, if this is your first time clicking onto my channel or onto one of my videos, I want to welcome you to D-Space. This is a space and a place for you to gain positivity, motivation, and inspiration all through the means of laughter. And I strongly encourage you to click on that subscribe button and on that bell. Therefore, every time when I upload, you will be notified, which is every single Thursday. And to my original subscribers, thank you so much for your love and your continued support, and make sure you guys like this video. Therefore, it will help with my YouTube algorithm, so therefore other people could see my videos, see my posts, and therefore they could watch it and like it and just help the whole channel to grow. Thank you very much for your love and your support again. All right, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for the Black History Fact. And so today's Black History Fact that I will be presenting to you happened during the 1968 Olympic Games in Mexico. So there were two African-American track stars. There were some great competitors known as Tommy Smith and John Carlos. So they wore black gloves, right? And they gave a salute during the national anthem, a salute many refer to as the Black Power fist. So story has it that I don't remember if it happened before or if it happened after they competed, but I'm going to tell you as to why they did it for two reasons. They did it for two reasons. One, to basically show that, hey, globally around the world in the United States, black people are being discriminated against, right? And two, because I believe they did that, they competed and they did well. I believe one got gold and one got silver. However, because they did that move, the officials decided to strip them of their titles of being gold and silver competitors. And they did it again. All right. So they give power to the people. So that is the reason being behind that. And it's funny because I'm sharing this Black History Fact because history often repeats itself over and over again. So we've seen it happen in the Olympics with these two gentlemen in 1968. We've seen it happen with Kevin Kaepernick. And now we're seeing it again 53 years later in the Olympic Games. But you know what? Listen, it's undeniable. It doesn't matter what you do, how you try to stop individuals. When you are destined for something, nobody can stop you, no matter how they could strip you, no matter how they could dog you, no matter what they do. When you're destined for something, you're destined for it. What God give you, no one can take away from you. So that is the Black History Fact that I have for you today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into our discussion, I just want to put a disclaimer out there, viewer discretion advised. I'm sorry for any background noise that you may hear. There's a lot going on within the Robinson's residence and a lot of things that I'm trying to get done and a lot of things I'm trying to do. So I apologize in advance. Now, let's get into today's discussion. I won't be long. It's 3 simple steps on how to deal with change. This is something that I still wrestle and tussle with from time to time. However, I've learned that change is inevitable. Whether you like it, yes or no, changes do happen. You may plan something and God be like, nope, sorry, wipe out. Start over again, start over from scratch, and that's okay. But the first step that you need to do when dealing with change is embracing it. Just embrace it. Take it for what it is. Deal with it accordingly. You know, you may not like it. You may love it. You may just be like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. This is not the outcome. You just have to embrace it. You got to learn how to deal with it. You cannot sit there and just pout about it and just throw a fit. I know we're all emotional beings. You have to find a way to dispel that emotion, but you still have to work through that change, okay? The second thing or the second step that you have to take is you have to ask yourself, what is it that I need to learn from this change or through this change or after this process has taken place? What is it that I'm supposed to learn? What is it that I'm supposed to take away from it? How am I supposed to improve? How am I supposed to be better? How is this going to help me at the next level or the next stage of my life, no matter how small and minute the change is, or no matter how big or immense the change is. What am I supposed to learn? What tests am I supposed to pass at this point in time? That is how you need to look at that change, or those changes that transpire within your life. And the third thing is the third step, I should say, you need to learn how to be still. Now, this for me is very, 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 very difficult for me, but I've gained and I've made some improvements. You know, being still is very difficult because we live in a fast-paced world. We're always on the go. We're sticking, bopping, jerking, moving, and jiving. And at the end of the day, sometimes you really have to just be still, wait on God, or continue doing what you're doing and just really lock in on the task at hand. Don't worry about what is ahead of you. Don't worry about what was behind you. Just go day by day, step by step, and make sure that you're able to just not be overwhelmed, not overthink, but just simply do what you can. And at some point in time, you have to know that patience is a virtue, and sometimes there is nothing that you could do. You only could do what you can, and at certain points, you just have to stop, drop, and roll with it. Just be still. Don't do nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't think about nothing. Just deal with something else, okay? Or focus on something else until you could move forward and deal with that change accordingly. So the 3 steps, again, when it comes to change, step 1, make sure that you embrace it. Step 2, ask yourself, what can you learn from this change? And step 3, basically, what my notes said, be still. Make sure you know how to be still. And with you being still in that moment, you know, pray, meditate, consolidate your thoughts in a peaceful way. Make sure you're at peace until you're able to move to the next level and to the next step. All right, so this is my advice to you on how to deal with change and or changes. All right, until next week, Thursday, peace.